Alright, this is Iceman John Bailey coming back at you with a few shooting tips. Like I said, I'm shooting my carbon Spyder made by Hood. It's a 30-inch axle to axle, and like I said, I got a kisser button on here where once you have this bow at full draw, this kisser button sits inside of your mouth, and once you do that, it lines your peep sight up with the eye. I mean, a real quick reference, when you get on a big buck or a doe or whatever you're shooting. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot. Matter of fact, I'm gonna draw my bow so I can demonstrate on the actual location of my kisser button. And it just sits right there. It sits right there in the corner of your mouth. Once you got it at full draw, and the peep sight is right there. It's anchored in. Once it's anchored in, the peep sight is right there in the corner of your mouth. So it's really, really helpful. So I'm gonna take a shot and let y'all take a look at my bow. It's very quiet, very forgiving, very accurate. One of the most accurate bows I've ever bought. So let me go ahead and take a shot down here. I'm shooting like 30. I think it's 30 yards at this target down here. Plus, I'm gonna show you the target and give you a couple tips on the target. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot and let you guys check it out. "30-yard shot. Got it anchored in. Arm rigid. Shot a little high, but that's okay. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at it. Okay. Alright. I shot high on this shot. Wasn't really focused. Still a dead deer, but shot high. Plus, I want to add some things on this target here. If you look at the target, you got the leg, you got that heart, and that's a good fundamental type target to buy, for beginners, even the pro hunter, because a lot of times guys like to shoot towards the center of the target, but I always try to visualize a heart shot or a long shot. You got the leg and you got the outline of the deer, so that's a really good practice to have, to get a little, that was only a $40 target. I don't have to buy $100, $200 targets. I get something decent and something simple. I keep it simple. That's one reason why I try to be successful in the woods, because I don't complicate things. So I'm gonna take another shot and let y'all take. Okay, I'm gonna take another shot and let you guys check it out again. I'm shooting a little high, but it'll be alright. I'm gonna bring it down, bring the pin down, and try to get a little bit lower. So, okay, one thing that I normally do with my setup, I buy a sight where I can actually line my hole of my peep sight with the outer ring of my sight, and that's a good reference point. Also, when you're hunting, it's a good practice to actually have the center of your peep sight lined up with your pin. That's that's the most accurate way to hunt. But even if when I have it at full draw, I'm still using the center of my peep sight, in the outer ring of my actual sight. But quite naturally, you're gonna have to have a round sight housing, to do that. But that's just a second reference that I have. I have it at full draw, and I'm actually looking at the outer ring of my sight and the opening of my peep. I line that up first, then I line up the pin, after that. And it's almost like I do it simultaneously, and that's one reason why I become, pretty good, pretty accurate, when I'm hunting in the woods, because I don't have to always worry about looking for my pin. I only got one pin, and I have it set up at 40 yards. So that's one reason why I've been successful in the woods, because when you get on those big deer, those mature deer, you don't have time to figure out which pin, because sometimes if you have a 20-yard a 30 yard and a 40 yard and a 50 yard up to like 70 or 80 yard pin, like up to like 7 pins. Some guys use 7 pins. You know, sometimes you misjudge the deer, you know, and you use the wrong pin and you miss. So that's why I came up with the concept of you know, just sighting this bow in at about 1 inch high, 20 yards, and within 40 yards, you know, that's a kill shot. So, and if I know it's over 40 yards, you know, I can just elevate the pin and, you know, and do what I have to do to compensate for it. But most of my shots are within 40 yards or less. So that's one thing that really got, you know, allowed me to be successful over the years of hunting, because I've, you know, actually eliminated, you know, the guesswork, you know, with all those pins. And it's like I said, it's just like shooting a rifle. So I'm gonna take one more shot, you know, and I'm gonna lower the pin this time and shoot a little lower in the heart area. So I'll let y'all take a look at it after I shoot. Okay, let's go take a look at that shot. Okay, that one was better. I actually focused on that shot, so that's a lot better. Okay, that's dead center, as you can see. That's dead center right there. So that's doing pretty good. So I mean, like I said, this bow here is, you know, dialed in. You know, this carbon Spyder 30. I mean, it's dialed in like nobody's business. You know, and I got the setup what I need, you know, for the hunt. And like I said, my setup, you know, I have the carbon sight, Hoyt carbon sight, pro sight, and I have the QAD HD fall away rest, and I have the shock ride. This is a 8.5 inch carbon shock ride made specifically for this bow, and the carbon Spyder 30. And like I said, man, this thing, I've had bows, you know, and I'm not gonna name them. I had bows that shoot good, but I've never had a bow to shoot this good. So, and for the money, you know, they're not cheap, but you know, for the money, you can't beat this thing, because like I said, the back wall is great. As you can see, it's real quiet, fast. You know, I have it cranked all the way up to 70 pounds, and I might be getting like 307 feet per second, and I'm shooting a 380 grain arrow. So I'm ready. I'm dialed in. You know, it's shooting great, and I keep everything toned up. You know, you got to keep everything toned up. You know, your back, your shoulders, your triceps, you know, your pecs. You know, you got to keep everything trimmed up. Toned up. Because when you have full draw, sometimes you got to stay at full draw for a minute, you know, to you know, hone in on a buck. But you know, don't wait too late to sight your bow in. You know, if you can help it, sight your bow in early before season starts, so you can not only get familiarized with your bow, but tune your body up as well. You know, because if you can draw your bow back and hold it, you know, comfortably, you know, you don't want to have to go way like this here, you know, and draw the bow back. You want to kind of, you know, come up a little bit, or in some cases just come straight back with the bow. You know, then you know that the bow is, you know, comfortable to shoot, and it's not way over pounders. Because if you're going way up in the air coming down, you know, most likely that bow is too heavy for you to draw back. So just back down on your pounds until you can, you know, somewhat get, you know, a good draw on your bow, you know, and get on that buck. But you know, that's just a few tips for you, you know. But like I said, single pin hunting, you know, a lot of guys, you know, like it, you know, a lot of guys don't like it, you know, because they can't judge distance with their eyes, you know. But if you have a rangefinder, you know, range some trees, some bushes or whatever, some sticks, some stumps, you know, before you you know, when you get up in that stand, just range it and see where it is. But like I said, if you use that concept to just have that one pin and sight it in at 40 yards, and you have a pretty fast bow, most of the times that arrow is going to hit between 0 to 40 within 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, but you're still in the kill zone, so it really doesn't matter. But But even if you aim kind of low, you know, you'll still hit that kill zone, and you'll be more successful with that one pin instead of 4, 5, 6, and 7 pins. Because I don't know if you know, or should I say, I don't know if you get excited like I do, but when I see a 160, 170 inch deer, you know, he kind of rattles me a little bit. So that's why I've learned to, you know, hunt with one pin, and I've been very successful hunting with one pin over the years. Okay, so I hope this helped you. This is the Iceman John Bailey, and I'm representing Bucks and Beard Scent, and I'm also representing LTD Outdoors. All right, take care. God bless.